Hello there. Come on in. Yeah, it's that good. So let's go over how I made it. Here's some hardware. Now I made a milkshake instead of an ice cream, but this is what I use when I have the patience to make an ice cream. It's an ice cream maker. Got a little paddle, the ice cream goes in there, and that whole bottom section just lives in the freezer so that it's always cold when you're ready to go. You switch the thing on, the little paddle rotates, and voila, you have ice cream in about 15 minutes. Now I'm going to use just the Blentex and some ice to make a milkshake instead of making an ice cream. You'll also need some salt. I'm using pink Himalayan salt. You'll only need a dash, so it doesn't matter what kind you use. That is coconut oil. You need either to use the coconut oil or you can use the Artisana coconut cream with coconut flesh and the coconut oil, kind of preserving the flesh, which is my favorite because it tastes much more coconutty. There are some chia seeds. I'll come back to that one in a second. And then you need your choice of sweetener. You can either use honey, which that's a local brand. I like to use the local honey because it helps with allergies. If you don't want to be bothered with the animals, you can use coconut palm sugar. You could also use stevia, or you could use agave nectar. This is also not raw, so you want to leave this out if you're trying to be strict, but I'm gluten intolerant, and when I've been exposed, I use this gluten sensitivity GI Restore from Numedica to help bring down the inflammation and kind of put a damper on some of the symptoms. I got this from a local pharmacy. I think you can order it online as well, but this will make it taste more like an ice cream than a coconut ice cream. It sort of kind of overpowers the flavor of the coconut, unfortunately, but it's fun if you want some ice cream. Raw cocoa nibs if you choose. Those are not sweetened, so they're a little on the bitter side. If you're not used to having your chocolate that way, you might want to skip that one. And that is the coconut cream that came from a coconut that I opened, and I show how to open a coconut in another video. I'll post in what video number that was. And the water from that coconut went into a container with my chia seeds so that I could have chia seed gel the next day. Now, at some point I had twice as much chia seed gel in this container, but it was calling my name for breakfast, so yeah, that's plenty though. The more gelatinous that mixture is, the creamier and denser it will make your milkshake and or ice cream. Same is true for the fat, coconut oil or the coconut cream. Again, you can make this raw vegan by leaving out the colostrum and leaving out the honey. You will need some ice. That's about 1 cup, but I ultimately used 2 cups in the recipe. Alright, so there's my Blendtec, and I'm just going to assemble the milkshake. I went sort of conservative on the sweetener because the coconut was sweet and I used the coconut water to soak the chia seeds, so that was a little on the sweet side, but in the end I ended up adding a bit more sweetener. That was the salt. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of that coconut butter, I guess, or coconut cream. I'm not sure what they call that stuff. I guess I could read the label and see what they call their product. That's about enough. That'll keep it with a creamy consistency also and make it a little bit more dense. It's just not the same without the fat. So that's everything all combined. You could also add some vanilla extract to it if you would like. So after I've blended that once, I'm going to add the colostrum as well as the ice. I want to blend it once to get those fats incorporated before I add the ice, because they'll tend to clump up together and make little chunks of coconut oil, which can be fun. So that's it after the last go around. Very dense and very creamy. Now you could take this same mixture and put it in the ice cream maker. So half you have now, half goes in the ice cream maker for a little bit later on. It'll make a very dense, rich, coconutty, but milkshake-like ice cream if you add the colostrum. I added some cocoa nibs to the top for a little crunch. You could also blend those throughout if you wanted to kind of make it a chocolate chip ice cream. It wasn't sweet enough, so I added a little bit more of the coconut nectar to it. You could also spice this in 100 different ways. You could leave out the chocolate and add pumpkin spices or cinnamon or ginger. I have had this ice cream in a million different ways. It's especially fun in the summer when the mint is ripe. Chocolate mint coconut ice cream. OMG. So if you like this video, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up. Bye!